Hello everyone, welcome to MBA Karo. In this series of innovation and entrepreneurship, this is the sixth video, and we are going to discuss a couple of things in this video. One is about the exit strategies of businesses, and second is about the type of businesses that are present, the different kind of businesses like B2B, B2C, C2C, etc. Okay, so please watch this video till end and don't forget to like the video. If you are new to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel and join my Telegram group. So exit strategy. What does exit strategy mean? So exit means to end a business, right? So if you have like started a business, you made money, then you want to get out of it. Okay, at some point in time, you want to make the real profit out of this. So there are different strategies through which businesses exit. One is first is merger and acquisition. These are two different terms. One is merger, another is acquisition, and it might be important from examination point of view. They might ask you examples of it, or maybe something related to current affairs related to business, this mergers and acquisitions. So merger is like when two companies merge together. Okay, now the reason why they merge is to gain access to a new market or technology, to increase economies of scale and reduce cost, to increase market share and competitiveness. So many times what happens is, like, let us say one company is operating in one country, another in another country. If they merge together, they can operate in wider areas. Okay, and they can reduce their cost. Suppose one company is expert in one of the operations, another is expert in another thing, so they can use those economies of scale to reduce cost. Then also they can beat the competition. Like for example, these are a couple of examples of merger and acquisition. You can tell me some more examples in the comments of this video. आपको और जो पता है merger और acquisition के please बताइएगा. So what happens in like case of Vodafone Idea is, like they are of similar levels. Okay, so merger happens when the companies are of almost similar scale. ओके, तो ऐसा हो सकता है कि 60-40 थोड़ा बहुत छोटी बड़ी कंपनियों से थी, बट इट इज नॉट अ वास्ट डिफरेंस बिटवीन द साइज ऑफ दीज कंपनीज. नाउ वोडाफोन एंड आइडिया आपको पता होगा, जियो आया, सो लाइक ऑल अदर टेलीकॉम कंपनीज वर फेसिंग स्टिफ कंपटीशन. सो वोडाफोन एंड आइडिया डिसाइडेड टू मर्ज टुगेदर so that they can fight the competition, okay, and stay in that. So that is an example of merger. Next is acquisition. So what happens in acquisition is one company buys another company, okay, and or a portion of its asset. The acquiring company gains control over the acquired company and typically absorbs the operations into its own. So the acquiring company gets access to its operations, resources, etc. Acquisitions can be friendly or hostile. Okay, sometimes, like if there is a big company that can eat all its competitors, like you must have seen in Indian edtech sector. Okay, most of these companies, edtech companies, have been acquired by the likes of Byju's and an academy. Okay, so it may be done to gain access to new products, services, customers, or markets. Some companies might continue to operate under its own name or may be absorbed completely into the acquiring company's operations. Now, you have examples of Facebook's acquisition of Instagram and WhatsApp. Now, this is a kind of a friendly acquisition. Friendly means if you see that Instagram name itself is Instagram, WhatsApp का नाम WhatsApp ही है. Okay, so they have not changed the name and other things, right? Microsoft acquisition of LinkedIn, so that is also a sort of friendly acquisition in which the companies continue to operate the same way, okay, without changing the names and all. Sometimes what happens is, if companies acquire other companies, they change their names, okay, and take like absorb the operations into their own companies. Okay, so this is about acquisition. Now, this is important because you might be asked current affairs from innovation and entrepreneurship. So this is an important thing. Please do read about these recent merger acquisitions. So there were seven companies of Tata that merged into Tata Steel. Then Dabur India acquired Badshah Masala. Okay. Then Tata Group has acquired Bisleri. Singapore Airlines and Tata's, they have this acquisition deal which is complete. Air India and Vistara are being merged. Okay, now Vistara will like the name will become Air India, so both will get merged, and Singapore Airlines will have some stake in this. Then PayU, you must have heard of these payment gateways. PayU acquired this gateway, BillDesk. So these are some of the recent merger and acquisition. If you know of any more merger and acquisitions in the recent times, please let me know in the comments. Now, next is IPO. What happens in IPO is initial public offering. That is the full form. You might be asked the full form also. So, when a company goes to the share market, okay, so we discussed in the previous class that there is funding seed A, seed B, seed C. Now, all these investors need money. Okay, so how will they get the money? So, when a company raises an IPO, initial public offering, it goes to the stock market. Okay, now in stock market, what happens is you have thousands and lakhs of people buying shares of that company. So the company gets money, so the investors get their money back. जिसने सबसे पहले इन्वेस्ट किया था कंपनी में उसको उसके अकॉर्डिंग शेयर मिल जाएगा whatever is the valuation of the company, and then investors exit from it. So this is IPO. Okay, you must have heard of a lot of companies being listed in the IPO, so that is what it is. Then you can also sell to a friendly individual. Let us say you did some business and you wish to sell your company, you can sell to a person also. Okay, and if you think that the person can better manage the business, you can sell that. So that is another way. And last, which is undesirable way of exiting from a company, is liquidation and close. It is like sometimes people just shut the business. Okay, most of the time it is because of loss, but very rarely it could be like some person is not willing to continue, or they might shut down the business. So you must have heard of a lot of companies getting shut down. So that is liquidation, and you close it. So you give money to all the stakeholders, etc., and then end the business. So usually it is in the case when your business is not doing good. Now let us talk about the business models. Okay, you might be asked examples from it. तो इसके भी आप example ढूंढिएगा, और अगर आपको और examples पते हैं, so do let me know in the comments. First is B2C, business to customer. Okay, so it is a type of business where businesses sell products or services directly to customers like Amazon, Tata Motors, Starbucks, right, Cadbury, Nestle, anything, right? So whatever you buy products, like that is B2C, business to customer. पतंजलि का है या फिर आपका कोई भी FMCG products आप ले रहे हो, and all these are business to customer. So they are selling to customers. They are producing for customers and selling to the customers. Next is B2B. B2B means business to business. Now, in this case, what happens is these businesses do not sell to common men, right? What they sell to, they sell their products or services to a to another business, like for example India Mart, okay, TCS, Udan. Then there are some, like let us say some companies might have a mix of these business models. Like some companies also have B2B business model. Let us say a stationery provider. Okay, so they sell stationeries to individuals. They also have a B2B segment where they sell stationery to other businesses. Okay, so like let us say software, like Microsoft, right? Microsoft has both B2B and B2C. It is selling products like Windows and all these to direct customers and also to businesses. So if you work in a company, the company purchases those like laptops and those items. So all those are B2B business models. Okay, wherein they directly purchase the hardware, software, etc. from the businesses. So that is called B2B. Third category is D2C. It is a rising category. In this, what happens is a company sells products or services directly to customers. Now, the difference between B2C and D2C is B2C will have a supply chain. Like for example, Nestle. Okay, suppose Nestle की कोई चीज आती है, let's say Maggie. Okay, so what they do is they will sell to wholesaler. Like in B2C, what happens is you have a manufacturer. ओके, मैन्युफैक्चरर ने क्या किया, उसने होलसेलर को बेचा. होलसेलर सेंड्स टू रिटेलर एंड रिटेलर टू कस्टमर. Okay. Now manufacturer can sell to many wholesalers. Okay. It can have hundreds and thousands of wholesalers. One wholesaler can have different retailers. Okay, and then customers can buy from any of these places. Okay, now what happens is they can sell at any place. Let us say Coca-Cola, right? Coca-Cola, they produce, and then the distribution is of wholesalers, retailers, customers. They do not look after that. Okay, so they just sell it. Whereas in B2B, D2C, direct to consumer, is they control all these operations. So like their wholesalers, they will not have wholesaler, retailer. They will have direct these manufacturing, selling everything of their own company. So just take an example, let us say कोको कोला, कोको कोला की मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कोई और कर रहा है, ठीक है, उसका ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कोई और देख रहा है, और other operations they are done by different companies. But like examples like Lenskart, Licious, Country, right, what they do is they produce, sell, everything is done by their company itself. So all end to end operations, इसमें क्या होता है, एंड टू एंड ऑपरेशंस बाय सेम कंपनी. रॉ मटेरियल भी इन्हीं की कंपनी लाएगी, सब कुछ ये करेगी. और बी टू सी में डिफरेंट पार्टनर्स होंगे. सो दैट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन दीज टू. Next is C2C or consumer to consumer. So what happens in this case is like there is a transaction between a consumer and a consumer. A person selling something to some other person with no involvement of any company in between. Okay. So that is just as an online platform would be there. They will just help connect the customers. Otherwise selling होगी customer के बीच में. उसी का काम रहेगा ऐड डालने का. The customer will decide price, other person will see that and wish to buy that. So all these site where you sell second hand items like eBay, Quicker, OLX, Facebook Marketplace, all these are C2C businesses. So consumer puts ad, suppose I want to sell my table, I will put an ad of my table, click photos, put there, another person wants to buy the table, they can see, we can negotiate the price among ourselves. Let us say I put for 4,000, the person wants to buy for 3,000, then we can negotiate, okay, we will sell for 3,500, the person comes and takes that, right? So all these are C2C businesses, consumer selling to consumer. Then another category is social commerce. Now nowadays there is an increasing use of social media sites, and many times you see that you have certain apps from which you can directly buy. Let us say you are using Instagram, right? You see the buy now button, shop now button. So usually you have shop now or buy now, these kind of buttons, and these companies directly take to their site, so you do not have to visit their site. So they check that, okay, this person is using this, the person has these kind of interest, or they display ads, and you can directly go to those, click on those ads and buy from that. So it is applicable in Instagram, it is applicable in Facebook, it is applicable in TikTok, and all these social media apps like this Snapchat and all those things which are quite popular these days. So you don't have to go to another website. In that website itself, you see ads. You click on that ad, and then you go to these sites, and you can directly buy from them. So you do not have to separately enter their website. So it is a targeted marketing. Okay. So examples are Meesho, Shopsy, City Mall. So these are some examples of social commerce sites. So they put their advertisements, whatever products they have, they put their advertisements. People can directly go to their site and buy them. So I hope you found this video valuable. We discussed a couple of topics. One is exit strategies, and another is the type of businesses. And in the coming videos, we will discuss some more things. One that is involving government schemes, and we will also have some quiz related to innovation and entrepreneurship. Okay, so the key takeaway is do read about recent mergers and acquisitions. Okay, might be important from examination point of view. So thank you for watching this video. Have a great day. Goodbye.